back to my channel. I'm back with another video. So this video is going to be about the big news that recently happened. DMX, rest in peace. He passed away yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. Sorry, it's been a long day, or a long week, I should say. I've had my days all mixed up, but yeah, yesterday it was confirmed that he passed away. He allegedly had been rushed to the hospital after a drug overdose, and he had basically been on life support the majority of the time. He was in a vegetative state, which basically means that you are essentially brain dead. And typically when you're brain dead, and there are cases where people have come back from that, but it's a miracle if that happens. Typically, if you're in a vegetative state, there really isn't a high chance that you're going to make it. And so I think that his family was just trying to decide, how to go about that, and if they wanted to keep him on life support or take him off. And then I guess they decided to essentially take him off of life support. So rest in peace, DMX. He passed away at 50, which nowadays 50 is really young to be passing away. And it's just really unfortunate that this happened to him. But I did know who DMX was. I was familiar with his music, but like I said, I wasn't bumping DMX every single day, but I definitely knew who he was, and I know the impact that he had on the hip-hop industry. Growing up, my mom she introduced a lot of those older artists growing up, so I am familiar with his music. So it's unfortunate. And one good thing though that's happened out of it is that on social media, especially on Twitter, I've been seeing a lot of cute videos and stuff of him just being a happy spirit. But just all of the happy moments that he had, all of the words of wisdom that he shared with people. It's just really been heartwarming, but then also kind of sad too, because he's gone. But I really wanted to address something in this video. In terms of how this mainly goes towards celebrities, but it goes into a bigger point. So I want to say it was Thursday night, right? Thursday night, you had certain celebrities posting "Rest in Peace DMX" before anything was confirmed. I was thoroughly confused. Actually, the first that I heard this is what I will say. So when people started posting that DMX had passed away prior to anything getting released, I believe his manager made a video, a quick one, basically just telling people to stop doing that because nothing had been confirmed by the family and by him. And so on one hand, we don't really know. We don't really know the details, and we shouldn't, because it's none of our business. Because to me, for people to say prematurely that he had passed away, I'm wondering if word did get around, and I'm wondering if DMX had actually passed away Thursday night as opposed to Friday. Right? It was Friday, right? Yeah, I think it was Friday. Yeah. So, but as I'm reading the news reports, it's saying that he did indeed pass away yesterday. So that's why I'm kind of confused if people just jumped the gun too early, or if that did happen and that information was just leaked. But either way, the first that I've seen anything about DMX passing away was from Lonnie Love from The Real. I do follow her, and she had posted it on her page, and I was going through the comments. Well, first, no, I saw that, and then as people typically do, as I always do, I ran to Twitter, because usually Twitter does confirm at least if certain news is out there. And so I went to Twitter I went to the trending tab, and it said rest in peace DMX, and not DMX. So I was like, oh no, like it actually happened. But then when I clicked on it, and I'm so glad Twitter is doing this, because Twitter now will like let you know the facts. So when you clicked on rest in peace DMX, it actually had at the top that whatever was out there about him passing away wasn't true, and that nothing had been confirmed. So that's when I was like really confused. I'm like, what is going on? So then I went back on Instagram, I went back under Lonnie's post, and I saw people telling her to take it down because nothing had been confirmed. And I was like, that's low-key tacky. Like, why? Like, and then as I was scrolling, I saw more celebrities. I believe I saw Tiny say it, from Tiny from Escape. I think I saw her do a post that night. And you know, it just really rubbed me the wrong way that these celebrities, it's like they couldn't help it. They couldn't wait but to make a rest in peace DMX post before the man was even declared dead, you know. And I think it's just unfortunate, and it really goes to show you how social media has just taken over our lives and our morals and our ethics. Because why in the world, like, his family hadn't even, like, nothing was confirmed. This man had not been confirmed dead yet. And the fact that people were so quick to make, you know, make their posts, and it's like it's not that serious. Like, once he's gone, he's gone. And for these people to be more concerned with being the first person to say something as opposed to how his family might feel about it, you know, like it just really goes to show you how people lack morals, and people lack empathy. And it just that really rubbed me the wrong way that people were doing that. And it happens with almost every single celebrity. Like, anytime either they pass away or some type of big like health, like something with their health happens, people are so quick to post about it and put their business out there. We all know TMZ is famous for doing that, especially when Kobe Bryant had passed away. They couldn't wait to get those helicopter pics out and to let everybody know what had happened. And again, I just think that, I don't know, I just feel like at this point, I don't see, I guess I kind of see the benefit in being the first major news outlet to report on something like that. But at the same time, I don't know, like, for me, I rarely see news when it first drops. Like, I'm gonna see it when I'm gonna see it. And so again, I wish that the news would focus more on not only just respecting like the families that are involved, but also just making sure that, you know, everything is accurate and everything is proven before just jumping out there and putting it out there. Because, you know, everybody's favorite word nowadays is allegedly, because that's people's way of covering their backs, so then that way they can report on something that they heard as soon as possible without knowing if what they're putting out there is all the way factual. Now, all they have to do now is say allegedly, and they're covered. And so, you know, I just think that, again, it's unfortunate that we live in a world now where people care more about, you know, getting the news or putting the news out there first and being the first people to say something, as opposed to considering how other people might be affected by it. And again, whether that information is even accurate. I don't know what prompted people to say that DMX had passed away prior to it being confirmed, other than that it may have been true that he did pass away that night and other celebrities were getting word of it. Yeah, I don't know. Again, I just think that it was really tacky. And I also saw people too trying to compare this situation to Chadwick Boseman's situation. I really don't think we need to do that. I don't like when people try to compare, like, everything can't be compared. But people were basically saying that they understood why Chadwick Boseman kind of handled his stuff the way that he did, because no one knew that he was battling with cancer when he had passed away, and people were saying how, you know, he kept his business private, and so that way when it was time for him to go, he didn't have to worry about people leaking stuff and his personal business being out there. He was able to kind of keep that personal. And I do understand that. But again, I don't really know. I guess because people were saying that stuff with DMX is being leaked out, I guess. But I don't know. I feel like that's a completely different situation. But yeah, I just, and again, this more so is towards celebrities, because they're the one, and these news outlets, because they're the ones that are getting this information. But just in general, y'all, like, don't be so quick to make a post about something just so you can have your opinion out there, because the last thing you want to do is to make a post that is wrong or inaccurate about somebody, especially if it has to do with their personal business, and then you end up having to take it down or apologize or whatever. Like, it's better to just wait for all the information to come out, and that's what I try to do. Like, this video isn't about DMX's death specifically. If I were to make a video about that, I would wait for all the information to come out. Whenever I do these type of videos, I try to wait as long as I can. I try to wait as long as I can, but not too long that it's not relevant anymore. But I try to wait as long as I can on certain stories, because I want to get as much as the information as I can as possible. Because sometimes too, and sometimes this can be like a strategy thing, but I do notice that a lot of news outlets, and when I say news, I'm not talking about like CNN. I'm talking about like Shade Room, Hollywood Unlocked, like those types of like blog news places. I noticed that like they'll get like an inch of a story and they'll report on it, and then something else will happen and they got to report on that, and then something else will happen and they report on that, as opposed to just waiting for everything to unfold. They instead will report on like the littlest details to keep the traffic going. And I personally don't want to do that. I like to wait for all the information to come out, and then I'll make a video based on everything that's come out thus far. Because I don't want to be sitting up here trying to, you know, make a video every time, you know, something comes out, because that's just too much. And so yeah, I do encourage everybody to just you know, chill. You know, don't be so quick to post about something or speak on something when you don't have all the facts and you don't have all the details, because that's not fair to that person. But yeah, that's pretty much all I gotta say. Again, rest in peace to DMX. I know that he was a huge influence in the hip-hop industry, and yeah, but let me know you guys' thoughts in the comments down below. Yeah, give this video a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. We're almost at 500, y'all. So yeah, if you're not subscribed already, please subscribe. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.